up, everybody? Welcome back to Coffee with the King. It has been a minute. And Chelsea, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, it has been a minute since we've done one of these.
It's been a while.
But I'm glad. It gives us lots to catch up on.
Yeah, there is lots to catch up on. And today maybe we'll go down that path of talking about goals and not giving up on them, or overcoming adversity, if you will. And our coffee is from Tim's right next door today. So what's been going on with you?
With me, kind of the same old thing with me a little bit, except I've done a few more things lifestyle-wise to get a little bit more active. The studio on Sask, the spin studio here in Portage, opened, I believe, in February, and I've been really enjoying those classes. So I've been challenging myself each month to accomplish more classes than I did the month before. So I've been happily succeeding with those goals. But then this month they threw me a real challenge. They threw out a promo with a cash prize. So if that's not a motivator, I don't know what is. But my new goal is to do 20 classes this month, which is a lot. But I think I could do it. And even if I can't do it, I'm going to be proud of what I can do, as long as it's more than I did last month. So that's kind of my attitude towards my goal, but I do want to crush 20.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, them incentivizing people to to get in or stay in shape is amazing. So good for them for doing that.
Absolutely. That is a really good addition to Portage, I believe.
Yeah.
Studio on Sask. I've been, I think, probably 25 or 26 times now. And it's super inclusive. You're seeing so many people there regularly. You're seeing people that you haven't seen before. You're seeing all sorts, all shapes, sizes, ages, genders. You're seeing all sorts of people there, and it's really inclusive and fun. And they always say it's your ride. You know, no one's riding your bike but you. And it's so accurate. That's a good metaphor for lots of things. But it's really fun. So if you haven't tried it yet, I encourage you to go. It might be intimidating at the beginning, but it is so fun. You enjoy it, and you're proud of yourself when you finish. And even if you don't do your best one class, maybe the next class you do even better. It's just about keeping going back.
Well, they're definitely doing something right, because I've never been to a class, but I see them everywhere. I follow them on social media, and it's super popular. So, I mean, to stay popular for a long period of time, they've got it nailed down. They're doing great things over there, so good for them.
Absolutely. It's interesting when you really enjoy cardio.
Yeah.
Good music, good people, good vibes all around. But it is tough. It's a workout. Like, you are sweating and putting in your work, but it's good so far.
Yeah. Well, speaking of overcoming some obstacles, I've talked in previous shows about the injury I suffered like a couple of years ago had a bad travel experience and tore the common tendon in my right, all my wrist flexors. Well, about a couple months ago now, I was arm wrestling in Texas, and as I'm pinning my opponent this way, I completely ruptured the distal tendon of my right tricep. So see that nice little zipper scar right there? Had that surgically repaired, and no sooner did I do that and was recovering from that, then I ended up in the hospital with a ruptured appendix, and that was only in the last couple of weeks. So
cherry on top.
I went from training left arm only. So I was doing training on my left side to still compete, which is not a recommended thing, to do one side of your body and not the other. But in my sport, it's a necessary thing. And my left was feeling really good. Ended up in the hospital for 5 days, and got out of there. Had to take a couple more weeks off of anything, and now I'm back to training left side only. So as far as arm wrestling competition goes, it's on the shelf for a little while. I do have a match booked in September, which is a ways away, that I can't fully talk about yet, because I'm waiting for the promoter to actually announce the match and who it is. It's in Canada, but I'm getting other opportunities. Like on May the 11th, which is right around the corner, I'm flying to New Jersey for the High Five Knuckles Up event, where I will be a commentator at the event.
That'll be fun.
So that's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. That'll be a first. I'm considering it an audition for all future events, so I'm going to make sure I do my homework.
Absolutely.
And I've studied all the competitors, and man, those guys are awesome. They treat us all well, and it's my favorite event I ever competed in. So now I'm looking forward to being there in a more relaxed way because I don't have to have the stress of actually competing against anyone, and I just got to talk on the microphone, which, you know, really doesn't bother me all that much. It used to be my biggest fear, but not so much anymore.
Practice, practice, practice.
Yeah.
So with your injury, you injured muscles, tendons, everything. Have you added anything into your supplementation or your diet to like make sure that you're healing properly? Like, I know you took time off, which is important.
Yeah.
You can't force yourself to work through an injury, or you're going to injure yourself more, or you're just not going to get any progress, right?
Mm-hmm.
So taking time to heal and recover is super important. But what else are you doing?
I've really doubled down on amino acids, BCAAs, and on collagen protein. Like, really taking that every morning prior to cardio, which I still am doing, and I'm actually back to training left side only, but really making sure I have that in my body. And my daughter injured her ankle in her basketball season, and that's one of the things that I kept making sure she did, was taking those amino acids and taking that collagen protein to try to help heal those tendons.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have to take the time to recover, or your body's just going to fight you. What is the saying? If you don't take time for wellness, your body will make time for illness.
That's right. That's a good saying.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the question I get asked is like, "Are you done yet? Or like, have you done enough in the sport? Are you ready to retire yet?" And I don't think so. I mean, probably be doing something to for the rest of my life. Gary Brecka has a saying that says, "Aging is the relentless pursuit of comfort." So
I like that.
I keep that in mind. So I'm also doing cold plunges multiple times a week. I had a sauna that I was using, but while I still have stitches and open wounds on me from the appendectomy, I cannot go in there. So when I had this surgery, I couldn't go in there. And then I was just about to start again, and I had all this stuff happen. So next week, I will reincorporate my sauna.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it comes to wound healing, such an important part of wound healing is protein, protein, protein.
Yes.
No matter what kind of wound you have, if you have a surgery, if you have muscles that are recovering, if you have any kind of thing, protein, protein, protein is so important to wound healing. So keep rocking that.
Yeah,
but I mean,
yeah.
you're always good with that.
I mean, if you don't have the right tools for your body to repair itself, it won't repair itself. So
100%. Yeah, I've found that because I'm pushing myself a little harder with spin, and I'm going a little harder and increasing the resistance and challenging myself, my body's starting to hurt a little bit, you know. I'm 31, I turned 31 this year, so my joints are hurting a little bit, and one thing I'm finding that is sore on me is my hips and my ankles. So I'm just taking a nice, really good turmeric for that, making sure that I can reduce my inflammation and just feel comfortable. And then also I'm trying to increase my gains. I started taking creatine for the first time ever because I wanted to feel powerful when I was doing these spin classes and not like I was kind of struggling to get up there. So I found that it made a really good difference. I'm taking creatine HCl capsules. So It's a lesser dose. It absorbs to the body a little bit differently, and one of the benefits is you retain less water. So for females, that's always a big draw to creatine HCl.
yeah, I'm also a big fan of creatine. I haven't been taking it lately, but I probably will reincorporate soon. I definitely like to take it leading up to an event. That's going to be a little while before I'm official leading up in preparation mode, although you could argue that I'm preparing right now. So.
Yeah. So you're preparing with nutrition and diet for your body, but how are you staying on task? I mean, it must be tough. You have a competition, but it's far away. You have something cool, like a really new cool goal to work towards, which is this commentating, but it's shifting. So how are you keeping your sights set correctly?
Well, it's pretty interesting, and it's kind of encouraging because I'm like, is this left stuff, like, is my left arm only stuff going really well? And I find myself getting excited about it because I have an arm wrestling practice, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, your left arm feels better than it's ever felt." So I was like, "Well, that's weird," because I can't even put I can't even at that time even hold the peg. I had to dangle my right arm. So I've just been solely focused on increasing like grip and arm strength on this side. That it's kind of reassuring and motivating that all those resources that would normally be for whole body recovery are going to one spot, and my left arm feels amazing. And one of the things I'm looking forward to the most and keeping strong is because after I'm done commentating at an arm wrestling event, unlike any other sport, like you never see somebody go into a basketball game and then afterwards they all stay and play each other again. But at an arm wrestling tournament, there's always the after pulls. So they all get together and they test each other out. Well, I'm going to be in a room with elite left-handed arm wrestlers, and there will be footage too. And I'm going to put my arm on the table and see what happens.
That's a good goal to work towards.
Yeah.
A benchmark, that's for sure.
So just messing around and, training my guys keeps me motivated, and, I'm actually commentating, competing way down the line, but also refereeing this weekend for the Manitoba Arm Wrestling Provincials in Winnipeg.
So you're in it no matter what.
I'm involved. So eventually, these young guys come up and say, "Oh, put your arm on the table with me. Let's see what's up."
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're taking time to rest, but I'm glad that you're not pulling back at all.
I'm not pulling back at all, and it's weird because now I'm in this weird space where when my right arm is able to be trained again, I'm kind of hesitant because it's going so well over on this side of it.
Cross that bridge when you come to it, right?
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Good for you.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Well,
that's a good little bit of information we caught up on today.
Yeah.
Lots going on.
Lots going on. And thanks for watching, everybody. So if you need any supplements in Portage, the Prairie, or surrounding area, make sure you come into Supplement King. They'll help you out.
Come see us.